Hello, trading is closed on July 29th, 2014, and I'm Jeffrey Tennant. We had a mejt target from yesterday of 1970.81. It printed, and let's remember there is support under mejt targets. I said if this price were to print early, it would have to be with a gap down, which did not happen. I said without the gap down, I expected higher prices to print during the day, which they did. The software identified the target from yesterday and gave a white dot when it printed. Note the sharp reversal of several handles when it printed, practically on the nose. There was a signal from mejt early in the day that ultimately both higher and lower prices would print. The colors code the minimum targets. There was a signal which the software manual says gave a high likelihood of a drop all the way into the close. It happens at least 27% of the time when the signal triggers, and it worked this time. There was a buy signal in the afternoon, but the W means it's a weak signal, and the 41 tells the reason why. We have a target based on that buy signal, color-coded, for 1981.38, most likely to print tomorrow, and a target of 1984.86 with no definite time limit, but it almost always prints within 2 days. This lower target is part of the same complex, and I'm not going to count that one right now because this one is higher anyway. Well, we're dropping all the way into the close. We closed at the low. What are the chances we are going to rally? Really 11 points here and then another 3.5 points. How likely is it that the mejt signals are going to pay off? Let's look at some statistics. We had two kinds of signals: a computer analysis from the 1st of January 2009 through the 29th of July, today, 2014, analyzes the likelihood that they will work. In the morning, we had an ultimate buy signal. In this 5.5-year plus time frame, there were 105 targets given, and they've all printed. Almost all of them printed within 2 days. For the afternoon, where the preferred time frame is by tomorrow's close, we've had 63 targets, and 61 of those hit by the end of the next trading day, which is tomorrow, and the other 2 hit after that. So we have 168 targets, and they've all printed. Let's look at some other things. When you have a big drop into the close, and when you close exactly on the low of the day, my feeling is it's not the pros who are selling. Pros do not wait till the end of the day to unload their positions in times of illiquidity, and they certainly aren't the ones selling at the end of the day. Pros are the ones who are forced to buy into the lows of the day, and usually they make their purchases at prices where they assure themselves a quick profit, ideally by gapping up the next day. I don't use Elliott wave in my analysis, but I think there's a valid count that we've had 5 waves down. If that's an A and that's a B, then we have A equals C right at today's low. My call for tomorrow is that we have substantially higher prices based on the system, and based on factors outside the system, there's a good likelihood it will be initiated with a gap up, and that's today's call.